We're going to look at some of D'Angelo Russell's defensive possessions from their last game against the Utah Jazz. So D'Lo was empowered as a roamer last year, but he still struggles to stay in front of the ball, being a point of attack defender, and sometimes leans too much into that roaming. So we're going to look at this first clip here. Markkanen sets a screen. So D'Lo just completely dies on the screen to the point where he's turning his back to the ball, which allows Markkanen a full runway to the rim. Everyone's probably seen this dunk on Gobert too. So that's D'Lo's fault. He needs to not die on the screen initially, get his forearm into Markkanen's chest, and then somehow impede his progress between right here and getting to the rim. So that means getting under the screen, just making contact with him, just so he doesn't have that full runway to get downhill. So on this next clip, Olynyk's the step-up screen. There's a miscommunication right here and leads to an open three for Markkanen. All right, so Cat here thinks that he needs to get back to Olynyk since Olynyk's a threat to shoot the ball, but D'Lo probably thinks they're late switching. So that's just general miscommunication. D'Lo doesn't really fight to get back in front, and it's just unclear what each other are doing. So that just leads to the open three for Markkanen. They really need to shore this up because that's a combination defenses are really going to attack. Just those who need to be more solid. So the Wolves here give up an offensive rebound. Beasley gets the ball up top, takes D'Lo one-on-one. Just straight hezzy blow by leads to the floater. Just straight line drives like that just can't happen. So D'Lo does a good job of chasing Conley right here, staying in front. Conley gives it up. THT initiates his drive. So D'Lo here, look at him. He turns his back to Conley and digs at THT when they probably don't need to. Jaden McDaniels has an advantage over THT. I think would be a pretty good consensus to make. And Conley smartly spaces to the corner here for this three. D'Lo can't contest. All right, so it's not all bad for D'Lo. Like you see here, this is like kind of his like more roamer side of things. So Cat comes over to contest Clarkson. So Kessler's kind of open. So D'Lo makes good contact. He has contact on Kessler, but at the same time he's leaning outside, playing this passing lane between Clarkson and Sexton, and just creates like a transition opportunity, which the Wolves are really going to thrive in. Jaden McDaniels with the dunk here. All right, and then on this last clip, D'Lo does a good job of staying attached. Conley tries to reject the screen. D'Lo, Cat are both there. D'Lo stays attached. Vanderbilt comes up to rescreen. D'Lo fights over. Kind of funny. D'Lo always does this. He puts his like hand in like the opposing offensive player's like face so they can't like see anything. I don't know how effective it is, but it's just kind of funny. And then so Conley turns around, looks for Noel lifting, or Noel gets a steal on the lift. It's not all bad for D'Lo on the defensive end, but he just tends to give up a lot of advantages for the Wolves when they shouldn't really need to. But there's a glimpse of him being decent on defense. He just needs to string those possessions together and get a lot more solid if the Wolves want to be a contender.